On this episode of Leslie and Castelnaudary, we're taking you into the story of the harrowing tale of our cat, Luna's brush with death. Yes, Luna, our Russian blue, faced an uncertain destiny, but things started to unravel in a miraculous way. It all started when I had a dream one night where, as I was taking a shower, someone had broken into my house and attacked my child, breaking the back of their spine and their head. I woke up from that dream, and Frank was desperately looking for our cat Luna, who we had not seen since the night before. Fortunately, because she had a air tag, he was able to track her down a few blocks away and brought her home. But the problem was she was not able to walk, so we took her to an emergency vet near Toulouse. The emergency vet told us some information that was going to really put our family in a position of ultimate test of faith. When we made it to the emergency vet, we were told that something had happened to her. Her hip was broken, her spine was broken, and her tail was no longer in use. She was of extremely low temperature, and we didn't know if she was going to live or die. In fact, the vet said she had a 10% chance of survival and that we would need to do surgery right away. As you can see, the vertebra is broken and she would need to have surgery in her hips by putting a bolt in it. And here we are, absolutely heartbroken. Our children are just sobbing. And the vet was like, yeah, you have the choice to do a surgery or put her down. And I said to my children, I am 1 in 8 billion, and I am willing to take a 10% chance of survival. After a night of being at the emergency vet, Frank took her to the orthopedic surgeon, who then operated on her, cutting off her tail and putting a bolt inside of her hip. So we are on our way to get Luna after her surgery. She's been there for a couple of days now. So we're going to drive up and have lunch and get my son a fish for his new aquarium. And then we're going to pick up Luna and see how she's doing. We made it up to Toulouse to the orthopedic surgeon, and we were given some pretty good news. Luna survived and was recuperating well. She lost her tail because the vertebra was completely broken off, and they were able to put a bolt inside of her hip. But we didn't know if she would be able to use the bathroom on her own anymore because of the way that the spine had been damaged. As you can see here in this video, the tail is completely cut off. Her long, luxurious tail is gone. And I sequestered her in my office, and this is where she would be living for several weeks until she could recuperate. She has since been able to go number 2 in her cat box, but number 1 was kind of difficult, and we had to squeeze her bladder manually to get her to pee. But sometimes she just licks her privates and the pee comes out. But after several months, we discovered that she is able to walk. She tried to jump over the fence in our garden, so Frank installed a new fence to make sure she could stay in the garden and not leave. But overall, she faced death and she survived. I had feelings of helplessness, but I said to God, God, this is your chance to wow me. This is your chance to show me what you've got. And boy, oh boy, did Spirit deliver. Hi friends, after a crazy week, guess who's home? Almost put together, missing a tail. They had to cut it off. She looks amazing for having almost died. She has a bolt in her hip, many fractures. She had so many hematomas. They don't know if she's going to be able to go to the bathroom, on her own. We have to squeeze out her bladder for the rest of her life, but I have a feeling she will. I mean, it's incredible. She was torn up. Like, her spine, like the part that connects the tail to her spine, is completely freaking broke, like sideways and jammed up. And she's a survivor, and we made it. And the women, doctors, veterinarians, and surgeons, I said to the surgeon, thank you for everything you have ever overcome to get to this point for me. And I made it. So thank you all. Oh, thank you. Our children were so grateful that we decided to make the choice to have her surgery, and it shows that with talented veterinarians, surgeons, and care staff, she was able to recover. But I have a feeling that there's something inside of Luna that wants to continue living, and nothing can stop that. But what's even more strange is how she got injured. The vet thinks that she got hit by a car, but in my dream that I had the night before, she was injured. Anyway, we don't really need to know how she got injured. Obviously, it doesn't change anything. But then Frank had to go to the city hall, and the lady at the city hall said, "How are you doing, Frank?" And he said, "Well, I'm having a hard time because my cat got injured in the tail and they had to cut it off." And she said, "That's strange because somebody attacked her cat with a shovel and that cat had to lose its tail." And she told us in Castelnaudary, some people are superstitious and will kill cats with shovels and different tools. So I really don't know what was the cause of her injury, but after several $1,000s later, operations, and adjusting to the new way of life, she made it. But I really do think that the power of love was a thing that kept us together. And I truly believe, thanks to love and the talents of our surgeons and the veterinarians, Luna is still here with us today. And I really appreciate everyone here who has helped. So thanks for joining me on this episode of Leslie and Castelnaudary. No matter what happens in your life, always hold on to hope. And no matter what the odds, always take them. You're 1 in 8 billion.